This is the Jewish version of Little Red Riding Hood, and it's called Little Red Rosenberg. So Little Red Rosenberg is with her mother, and her mother says, you know what, your grandmother's not very well, and I want you to take some food over to her. And she says, I've got this whole basket, and I've got gefilte fish, I've got chopped liver, I've got smoked salmon, I've got beigels, I've got schmeigels. She says, I want you to take it to your grandma's cottage. So Little Red Rosenberg says to her mother, she says, no problem, I'll take it. The mother says to her, now you be careful going through the forest there, because it's a very dangerous place. So Little Red Rosenberg picks up the basket and she goes trotting, skipping through the forest. And halfway through the forest, this big hairy wolf comes up to her and he says, I'm the big hairy wolf. What have you got in the basket? She says, I've got the beigels, I've got gefilte fish, I've got smoked salmon, I've got chopped liver. The wolf says, give it to me. She says, no, 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 it's for my grandma. The wolf says, look, I'm really hungry, give it to me. And she says, no, go away. So the wolf says, where's your grandma live then? She says, in the forest, in the clearing. So, boom, the wolf's gone. The wolf gets to the grandmother's door and he walks up to the door and he goes, knocks on the door. And the grandmother says, hello. She says, who is it? And the wolf puts on Little Red Rosenberg's voice and he says, it's me, Grandma, Little Red Rosenberg. The grandmother says, the door's open, come on up. So the wolf goes upstairs and he bundles the grandmother up, ties her up, throws her in the cupboard, gets on her nightgown, gets into bed and pulls up the covers. 5 minutes later, there's another knock on the door. This time it's Little Red Rosenberg, so the wolf now puts on the grandmother's voice. And he says, hello, he says, who is it? And Little Red Rosenberg says, it's me, Grandma. The wolf says, come on up, the door's not locked. So Little Red Rosenberg trots in the house and she goes up the stairs and she says, Grandma, I've got beigels, I've got gefilte fish, I've got chopped liver, I've got smoked salmon. And she walks up to the bed and she looks at the wolf and she says, Grandma, what big eyes you've got. And the wolf looks at her and thinks and says, well, all the better to see you, my dear. She says, Grandma, what big ears you've got. The wolf thinks for a minute, he says, all the better to hear you. She says, Grandma, what a big nose you've got. The wolf takes one look at you and goes, you can bloody talk.
To stay up to date with JTV content, click subscribe here if you're on YouTube and hit the alarm bell. And if you're on Facebook, hit the like button and under following, click see first. If you enjoy watching JTV content and want to help us continue to grow, please consider making a donation to us by clicking here.